Welcome one and all to the GBA Week 3 Season 10. Today we're in a battle versus the Atlanta Victinis, and this is the team that I have prepared for said game. So first on the list we have the Walking Wake. We've got Booster Energy, which boosts our special attack thanks to the EV spread we've gave it. For moves, we've got Surf, Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, and Substitute. And we have 252 EVs in special attack, 28 in special defense, and 109 in our speed. Next up, we have Braviary, who is a Choice Scarf variant with Brave Bird, Body Slam, Rock Slide, and U-Turn, and we have the Sheer Force ability. The idea is that we outspeed and KO the Tornadus with Rock Slide, Strong Stab in Body Slam and Brave Bird, and hopefully their Urshifu is not scarfed and we can just go for a Brave Bird and take it out. Hopefully, that's the idea. Max Speed Adamant Nature outspeeds everything on their team, barring Choice Scarf users, so that's Tornadus Furion being their fastest Pokemon. Moving on to the next Pokemon, we've got Rotom Heat, and with this set, we've gone for a more offensive set with Thunder Wave, Volt Switch. Next up, we've got Rotom Heat, and we've gone with more of an offensive set. We've got Thunderbolt, Overheat, Volt Switch, and Thunder Wave with Heavy Duty Boots, Max Special Attack, and just enough speed EVs to outspeed a certain Pokemon, being Gardevoir. Great Tusk is next with a Booster Energy boosting its attack stat. We've got Headlong Rush, Close Combat, Knockoff, and Rapid Spin. The idea being that we get a Rapid Spin off and we proceed to outspeed and KO a lot of the Pokemon on our team. We've got just enough speed EVs to outspeed Gardevoir because that's the only thing we can really outspeed on their team. And if I can, I'd rather outspeed it with Great Tusk. Next up, we've got Gengar. Gengar's got an interesting set. We've got Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Will-O-Wisp, and Destiny Bond. Hopefully, I can pull off some Destiny Bond shenanigans later on down the line. Hopefully on the Pokemon Urshifu, if we can, because we should be outspeeding Urshifu unless it's scarfed. And we've got just enough speed EVs to outspeed the Urshifu if it's not scarfed. Finally, we have Bisharp with the Defiant ability, holding EV of Violite, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Stealth Rock, and Swords Dance. We've got just enough special defense EVs to survive a Focus Blast from a Dragalge that isn't Specs. So hopefully that comes into play later on down the line, because this is our literal only switch into Dragalge that we have on the team. And that's the team. Wish me luck. Let's move on to the team preview. Okay, Jay has brought a pretty solid team. It's kind of what I kind of thought they would bring. I knew they'd bring the Skeledirge and the Urshifu for sure. Urshifu kind of wrecks us a bit. Definitely wrecks us a bit. So we got to be careful. I haven't brought a Terra Captain this time because I didn't really see the need, to be honest with you. So we've got obviously Bisharp for the Dragalge, and to an extent the Tornadus Furion, provided they have Focus Blast, of course. We've got Focus Slash on the Gengar. I think they're going to lead off with Sandy Shocks and get the Stealth Rocks up straight away. So I can only lead with Walking Wake, but I don't want to waste the Booster Energy just yet. So I'm leaning towards going with the Gengar lead, potentially, or even the Great Tusk, because they can't Terra the Sandy Shock. So I might just go with the Great Tusk. It's a tough one. It's a real tough one. Rotom kind of walls it, so I think I'll lead with Rotom, actually. Rotom does a good job here. So let's go ahead and do that. And the battle begins. So JV's going to lead off with Birdnado the Tornadus, as we led off with Rotom. So this is actually a really good matchup for us. We are able to take any hit this thing wants to throw at us. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get any rock type moves. So I kind of want to go for a Thunder Wave. I feel like they're going to go Sandy Shocks right now, but if they do go Sandy Shocks, I'm not too worried about that either. I don't think Sandy Shocks can do anything to us, so I think I will go straight for a Volt Switch here, just to see what they're going to do. They do withdraw. Are they going to go Sandy Shocks? If we go for Sandy Shocks, it's absolutely fine. It's a phase. That's going to be what? The Sandy Shocks. So Sandy Shocks comes through. We go for the Volt Switch. Obviously, it gets blocked by the ground typing on the Sandy Shocks, but that's absolutely fine. We can handle that, no problem. So what we do now is I want to Overheat. I really want to Overheat, but I feel like Sandy Shocks can't really do anything to us, can it? So let's go for an Overheat real quick. We are max special attack, so it should do a lot of damage to the Sandy Shocks, and damage is very important, as they probably go for a Stealth Rocks here. They go for a Power Gem? Wait, you get Power Gem? Just half, so that's not too bad. So we'll go for an Overheat, get some damage off on the Sandy Shocks, which is great. That's nothing! That did absolutely nothing! Is that Assault Vest? That's got to be a Assault Vest. It's got to be a Assault Vest. So I think the best thing for me to go for here, knowing they're going to go for a Power Gem, would be the Bisharp, or the Walking Wake. I think that's crazy. Assault Vest Sandy Shocks probably to take on the Walking Wake, if I had to guess. So they probably expect us to switch out now. and go into something else. So I kind of want to go for an overheat here. I kind of want to go for a Volt Switch, expecting them to predict me to switch out. But what do we go into? We go Great Tusk. So did they lose anything by going for Power Gem here? I don't think they lose anything from going for Power Gem. So I might go Bishop. But I don't want to lose Bishop early. That's the problem. So I might just let Rotom go down here. I don't really have a good switch into Sandy Shocks. I'm going to have to make a decision. Let's go for an overheat. Screw it. Let's just go for another one. Earth Power. Yeah, I thought they would. I knew they would just go for another attack that wasn't Power Gem because they'd expect me to switch out. So we get another overheat off, which is good damage. Not really, but it's took it down to 50% at least. And now we could probably expect them to go for an attacking move expecting us to switch. So if we expect them to go for a Power Gem, based on the damage they did to Rotom, bear in mind we're offensive Rotom, not defensive in any way. It only did half. So I would guess they're not fully offensive. So I kind of want to go for something else. Maybe Walking Wake could be a good idea, actually. I think Walking Wake could be a good shout. So let's go Walking Wake, expecting them to go for a Power Gem again. So let's see how this plays out for us. So we'll go into Leviathan real quick. There we go. Leviathan real quick. There we go. Get that booster energy, which is going to boost us. Should boost our special attack, I believe. Because we do outspeed a lot of our team already. They go for a Power Gem, which is fair enough. Does minimal damage to Walking Wake. We can go straight for a Surf. And then if they bring in the... we could go for a Substitute here. I kind of want to go for a Substitute. I don't think they want their Sandy Shocks to go down, so I think they switch out. So let's go for a Substitute real quick. I think Substitute will be really useful. I really think they switch out here, though. They do withdraw. Okay, so they withdraw, and they're going to go into what exactly to take on the Walking Wake? Kelp Me. That is the Dragalge. So Dragalge being in is great and all. The problem we've got is that Dragalge is a Terra Captain, so they could easily go for a Terra Water right now. I believe it's Terra Water or Terra Dragon they've got. So I'm going to drop a Draco anyway. I don't see any reason not to drop a Draco. So we drop a Draco. They have got a Berry, which is interesting. Let's see how much of a difference that makes to the damage output. As it still nearly KOs, which is great. So that means the next Draco Meteor will definitely KO, which is absolutely fantastic for us. Let's see if they break our Substitute here. They go for a Sludge Bomb. That should break our Substitute if it's adaptability especially. It does fade our Substitute, which is unfortunate. And now I'm thinking they probably Terra Water here to try and mitigate the damage from the Draco Meteor. They either Terra Water or they switch into Gardevoir. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Bishop real quick. Bishop is my go-to for the Dragalge, provided they don't have Focus Blast, but I don't think they would go for a Focus Blast here. I think they're expecting us to go for a Draco Meteor again. We're a low battery on the old thing as well, so they go for a Sludge Bomb. That's absolutely fine. We don't take any damage from that, as they probably expect a Sucker Punch here and go... I think I'm pretty safe going for an Iron Head or a Stealth Rocks here, to be honest with you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Stealth Rocks. I think they do switch out here. So we go for a Stealth Rocks. They actually stay in, so we could have gone for an Iron Head there and KO'd this thing, but clearly they're predicting something. Are they going to go for a Focus Blast? They go for a Focus Blast. Are we going to live? I think we can live one. Yeah, we can live one. That's good. So we live one. We get the Stealth Rocks up. We go for an Iron Head now, and we should be able to get the KO on this Dragalge, which would be nice. They probably expect us to Sucker Punch or something here, but I'm going to go for an Iron Head because we do outspeed anyway. So we go for an Iron Head. Should KO. It does KO, so Dragalge goes down, which is great. So Bishop. So they go into the Urshifu. Urshifu is terrifying here. Absolutely terrifying here. They probably set up all over us here. They go for us. But we should be fine, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for an Iron Head. I'm going to expect... I can't really risk them the Swords dancing up, so I'm going to go straight for the Iron Head just to get some damage off. As they do go for a U-turn, that's going to KO the Bishop. Are they Choice Scarfed Urshifu? Because if the Choice Scarfed Urshifu, that's kind of bad. So we get initiative on whatever they bring in, which is great. So Urshifu KO'd. Urshifu KO'd. So in comes Monroe, which is going to be the Gardevoir. Yes, it's the Gardevoir because Marilyn Monroe. I get it. I get it, all right? So Stealth Rocks is going to dig in, which is great for us. We've got a couple of options. We've got Gengar, obviously, who can Sludge Bomb this thing in the face. I'm leaning more towards the Gengar, to be honest with you. So I think I will go Gengar. Gengar's obviously got Focus Sash, so we know this thing can't KO us, which is great. The only thing is it's going to trace our Cursed Body, as it does trace our Cursed Body, which is unfortunate. which means that we're going to get locked into something. So we do have Destiny Bond for if we do get knocked down to our Sash. We should outspeed pretty much everything on the team, unless the Urshifu is scarfed and the Tornado Sphere, and obviously that outspeeds us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Superior Sludge Bomb here, expecting them to switch out, but I don't really care. I just want to go for that damage. As they do switch out, what are they going to go into? Are they going to go Sandy Shocks? It's a phase, that's a Sandy Shocks. So Sandy Shocks comes on in, and I have a feeling this thing is not max speed. So I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb real quick. There's absolutely no damage, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to... I think I'll retain my Focus Sash. I'm going to expect them to go for an Earth Power here or a Volt Switch. So I'm going to go back into Rotom, and then we'll just kind of go from there. I should have gone for the Shadow Ball really on the Gardevoir, but at the same time, I mean, they could have brought Skeledirge in as well, so I guess they should have gone for the Shadow Ball there, but it's whatever. Rotom Heat comes on in. They go for an Earth Power as expected. We're obviously levitating, so we don't care about that. Let's go for an Overheat, just because it'll definitely KO from here. I don't know whether they'll go for a Power Gem. They do go for a Power Gem. KO in on Rotom, absolutely fine by me. Now I get a free switching with whatever I want. And what I'm going to bring in is going to have to be... So I don't want to reveal that the Braviary's Choice Scarf just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the Walking Wake. The reason being is that the Dragalge is now gone, so Surf is going to hurt a lot of the things on the team, barring the Urshifu. So if I go for a Surf here, we should be able to outspeed, I think. Let's go for a Surf and find out. Let's definitely go for a Surf and find out. So Surf comes through, we do outspeed. Surf comes through, and that KOs the Sandy Shock. So W takes out Sandy Shocks. Birdnado comes in, which is the Tornadus, of course. This thing wants to hit me in the face with a Hurricane or a Bleakwind Storm. I have no switch-ins at all. So what I'm going to have to do is go straight for a Draco Meteor right now. We did take out the Sandy Shocks, which is good to note. Sandy Shocks is down. Let's go for the Draco Meteor. I'm pretty sure they outspeed us and go for a Bleakwind Storm. They do. Gets the KO, which is unfortunate. And that's going to go down to Walking Wake. So Walking Wake goes down to... Alright, cool. So we've got a couple of options here. I want to go Gengar, so that we can Sludge Bomb and stuff. But what does Breakwind Storm? Does it lower speed? I think it lowers the speed. I'm going to go into Braviary right now. And the reason I'm going into Braviary is purely and simply because we are actually Sheer Force. We're Adamant Nature, so we should still outspeed the Tornadoes with our Choice Scarf. And I've got Rock Slide, which is boosted by Sheer Force. And this is for the likes of the Skeledirge and the Tornadoes. So let's go for it. So they do withdraw Birdnado. What are they going to go into, though? That's the real question. They wouldn't go into the Urshifu, surely. Bosco. Is that going to be the Skeledirge? It's not, it's the Urshifu. Why would you bring in the Urshifu on a Braviary? They really predicted the Rock Slide, huh? Interesting. So what do I do here? That's the real question. That is the real question. I feel like Braviary is going to be important, but if they're Scarfed Urshifu, we're kind of boned anyway. So I kind of don't want to do anything. I feel like they're going to go for a Surging Strikes, and that should go into Gengar to Curse Body it. And then we can just start Brave Birding with Braviary, really. But I don't know what to do with that in regards to that. So I think we have to switch out into Great Tusk. Great Tusk isn't doing too much for us this game, whereas Gengar could definitely be something. So let's go Great Tusk. We'll just sack it off, because they could go for a close combat here, to be fair. They could easily go for a close combat. So we'll go into Tuscany. There we go. Tuscany comes in. Let's see if they go for a Surging Strikes or not. So we're going to get that Booster Energy, which is going to boost our attack, because I am on offensive set, as we do see the Surging Strike. So that's going to definitely KO us, unfortunately. It hits 3 times. Definitely going to KO us, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate, to say the least. Gets the critical hit, which is unfortunate. I don't know what we do against Urshifu, to be honest with you. Urshifu is a very tough Pokemon to build around. Very tough Pokemon. I mean, if you look at my team, I didn't really have much for it. As I don't have much for it. So I'm going to go Gengar now. And the reason being is because I'm pretty sure if the Cursed Body activates on the first attempt, it curses the thing and they can't use the move again. So I think if I can get a Will-O-Wisp off or a Destiny Bond off, we should be golden. So I'm going to try for the Destiny Bond, and hopefully they're not Scarfed. If they are Scarfed, we're kind of boned. So we go for the Destiny Bond. They are probably going to go for a Surging Strikes right now, and that's definitely going to take out Gengar, obviously. So Surging Strikes comes through. There we go. Critical hit, obviously, first time. Second time's a charm. Definitely going to KO us. We do Curse Body the Surging Strikes, not that it matters, because we're about to take down the Urshifu. So Gengar takes out Urshifu. I'm pretty sure that counts as a KO. Or does it? So it all comes down to this. The incredible Braviary. Can Braviary win this game for us? So they're going to go into Patriot. Well, we're going to go into Patriot, the Braviary. Let's see if we can get anything done on this with this end. So they're going to go into Crikey, which is, of course, going to be the Skeledirge. It's going to get some stones damage, which is nice. Are we going to see a Terror here? Because I want to go for a Rock Slide. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide real quick. And hopefully they don't Terror. Or if they are Terror, the Terror Fire. That would be ideal. They are going to Terror. What Terror type are they going to go into? They're probably Fairy. And we can't flinch with Rock Slide either because obviously it's not a flinching move. So let's see how much damage Rock Slide does to the Skeledirge. I know it'll KO the Tornadus. I don't think it'll KO the Gardevoir in one. So we're going for a Rock Slide. Does minimal damage, which is unfortunate, as they go for a Will-O-Wisp. And that's just going to seal the deal, really. That's just going to absolutely seal the deal. So Braviary is going to get burned. This leaves it completely susceptible to all sorts of shenanigans. So that's unfortunate. I think Braviary loses here, unfortunately. So we go for another Rock Slide. We might get a crit, you never know. Not really. Still does the same amount of damage. As they go for a Torch Song, that's going to do a lot of damage. Not really a lot of damage. Actually, I'm going to guess they're a defensive variant of some kind, which would be fair. I'm starting to think maybe the Urshifu wasn't scarfed, and that we could have took it out with Brave Bird from Braviary over here and kept the Gengar around, but I'm starting to think that Urshifu was definitely scarfed. So we'll go for another Rock Slide. Does no damage, obviously. Torch Song comes through. It's already boosting special attack. Should take us out from here. It does take us out as a critical hit. As Braviary goes down to the Skeledirge. So GG, JV. That was a pretty fun game. Unfortunately, I didn't have the help of my assistant coach this game. I'm not making excuses or anything like that, but I kind of rushed the team. But it was a decent team, to say the least. I think I could have played a bit better with it. I made some mistakes in here and there that I could have mitigated by not doing some certain things. So thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.